We are peeling back the layers of chapter 1, verses 5 through 8, and we've discovered that when we go through these God-ordained trials, we need God's wisdom. So James commands us to ask God for wisdom, and he tells us God will give to us generously and without reproach. But did you know there's a condition to receiving God's wisdom? Do you know what it is? Well, in verse 6, James says, but we must ask in faith without doubting. Now stop right there, because it's one thing to say we have faith when everything is going hunky-dory, but it's quite another when the rubber meets the road. Then what is our faith like? Do we come to Him, cry out to Him in faith, believing, or do we doubt? You know, when we are going through these struggles, these trials that knock the wind out of us, that take us to that point where we are completely and totally out of control, think of everything we've learned so far. Do we know? Do we believe His wisdom? His wisdom that He controls and rules over our life. His wisdom that every trial has a purpose and a reason. His wisdom that every trial brings us to that necessary surrender, to cling to Him, to depend upon Him, to trust in Him. His wisdom that He wants us to lack nothing. His wisdom that He wants us to be like Christ, so He's maturing us, He's growing us, He's humbling us. Are you ignoring the work that God is trying to do in you? Or are you willing to embrace where He has you, let go, and let Him work? That's the key, you all. When we come to Him, we must come with believing hearts. We must come in faith, believing that God will indeed give us the wisdom we need to endure the trial.